The following segment is sponsored by Renown.
Skilled and compassionate specialists at Renown Medical Group Pediatric Hematology and Oncology provide cancer care to the children of Northern Nevada. Here to tell us more about this program is Dr. Martin Johnston. Dr. Johnston, what is a pediatric oncologist/hematologist?
So to be a pediatric hematologist oncologist, a person first trains as a pediatrician. That's about 3 years of training after medical school. And then you go on to do a fellowship in pediatric hematology and oncology. We treat children with blood diseases. That can be anemia, that can be a bleeding disorder, sickle cell disease, you name it, but we also treat children with different types of cancer.
And speaking of treatment, what kind of treatments do you provide here at Renown when it comes to children's cancer?
So we are a member of a big consortium called the Children's Oncology Group. Most people have not heard of that. St. Jude is an example of a hospital that is part of the COG. And as such, we can treat children on clinical trials through the COG. So children who qualify will go on those trials. But broadly speaking, what we do is we give chemotherapy. We're giving some newer agents that are forms of immunotherapy. We collaborate with surgical specialists. We collaborate with radiation oncologists here in Reno. If necessary, we collaborate with doctors in other hospitals who do things like bone marrow transplants that we don't do here in Reno. But the short answer to your question is we give chemotherapy.
Okay. And what are some of the signs and symptoms that parents, especially I think new parents, you're nervous when you have your first child. What can they look for when it comes to, a child being sick with possibly something that's serious like this?
So children don't get the same cancers that adults do. So we're not talking about lung cancer or breast cancer or colon cancer. The most common cancer in children is leukemia. It most commonly affects toddlers. They will present with very non-specific symptoms like fever, paleness, loss of appetite, aches and pains, that sort of thing. In many cases, by the time we realize they have leukemia, they've seen 2 or 3 different doctors. We also see a lot of children with brain tumors who present with headaches and double vision and those sorts of symptoms.
Anything else that you would like to add when it comes to the facility here and what you're able to provide for families here in Northern Nevada?
Well, most people don't know that much about Renown Children's Hospital. This program has really built up tremendously in the last few years, largely because of a grant from the Pennington Foundation. We have an ICU for pediatric patients. We have kidney specialists, heart specialists, GI specialists, and mostly I just want people to know that we're here and that we can do all those things.
Thanks so much, Dr. Johnston. For more information, you can visit renown.org/wellbeingwednesday.